another one of King Von's ex-girlfriends who was body shaming her friend Chris Summer, the one that was hanging around with Von behind Asian Doll's back. I think her, Kayla, and Asian Doll, they all have like these videos together, and then there was the picture that Von posted with Chris Summer in his bed. Kayla B also addressed as well that she didn't know that Chris and Von was hanging out behind Asian Doll's back. So what happened is King Von's ex-girlfriend reposted a video of Chris Summer body shaming her, saying that her body is not looking right and it looks like an elbow, and Kayla B came to her defense and basically said that nothing's wrong with her body, she's fine, and she was defending Chris Summer, which is her friend. Chris Summer also responded, and she made this video basically explaining what happened to her body and why her body is like that due to a mistake that she made.
To ever explain myself really, but today I will. Don't play with me. Body shaming when I know what the fuck. That's the difference. When you know what the fuck, I actually do know what the fuck. So let's have a little bit of story time. When I was younger, I decided to get like everybody else, you know, for a nice body, Anyways, as I got older, it wasn't good for me, as it's not good for a lot of people, and a lot of people really don't speak on this. I was going to make a YouTube explaining it, but I guess I'll explain it now. Anyways, I had my first removal in maybe like, I think it was September, and I go back this month on the 20th. So one thing about it, you can't buy, you have your broken little boy bodies that got so many opinions on people's lives and shit like that, or their bodies and this and that. Let's play big bake, take little bake, and let's show our cribs, our cars, and this and the third, because you're sleeping right at night. I'm good, I'm happy, I'm living good, and I'm correcting the mistakes I made when I was younger. I went the cheap route when I was damn near 16 years old, and now I'm a grown ass adult. My body about to be fired 20th, so I don't want to hear y'all mouthing. Y'all hoes too much clout chasing with your man.
Pooh Shiesty gets his Back in Blood plaque, and he celebrates with Gucci Mane's video. He's just showing off the plaque. I think the video is now 106 million views in the last 3 months.
Put the hoe out here in a video.
So Pooh Shiesty's career at this point is at the top, all because of Lil Durk, King Von, and that whole situation. He was just with Gucci Mane, so Gucci Mane was showing off the plaque on his IG story. And also Lil Durk posted today that he is looking for bloggers to shoot a video in the trenches with him. He wants a blogger to come to his hood and actually shoot a interview. He's going to have all the boys behind him, all probably OTF members, Get Back Gang, I don't know, but he said the people that raps and stuff, they're all gonna be with him on that day. He wants to do an interview. He's going to start doing interviews soon. I think that interview is going to be surrounding the music and everything that's been happening since that whole situation, or since Back in Blood. To be honest with you, he's going to talk a lot about himself, just like the kind of no jumper interview that Track did. I don't think he's going to speak about King Von, especially in the scenario that it would be in as well, because there will be loads of people behind him. So I think it's going to be mainly about the hood, the music, and what they kind of get up to, and maybe like creating some of the songs or some of the music videos and personal life. That's what I think is going to be about, selling himself to the public, not King Von. So do this interview, and he's looking for trenches bloggers to do this interview for him in the hood. He also tweeted as well, rest up DMX. Yesterday he dropped this video with Ice Water. That's basically, it's a good record, but at the same time it sounds like, I mean, you could hear King Von through the music. When he said Smokey, I thought it was actually gonna say Von. Like, I actually said Von in my head for some reason, and then, you know, he said Smokey. That basically just means that it's Von's sound that he's running with right now. The drill scene, and he is basically on the aggressive side of it, more like, you know, more hyped and everything. He came from autotune to now doing all this aggressive style music, and so far he is actually sounding like Von. And I mean, he wasn't acting like him too much in that video, but you can still see, like, it's just, guys, like, the energy when you look at him and you look at that video, the energy that you get from it is like you could feel Von through the music, and it's scary. It's really scary. because I don't know, it's just a transition made from going to the type of music that he did to this type of music that Von used to do. So that's where like everyone, and even people are saying that now he has Von music, that he's definitely stealing Von's bars and putting it in his music, and that's why it's becoming a hit and stuff. And so that's what people are definitely believing. And to be honest with you, at this point, that might actually be quite possible, because at the end of the day, he has all Von's music, he has access to it, and some of the bars, people are just saying that he never used to come up with that stuff, he never did. I mean, I personally think that, you know, all the stuff that he was writing in the past and everything, because that's what, when I look back at all the albums and stuff like that, that's what he was obviously doing. So I don't think that he would, you know, like take bars, right? If anything, I would think is the sound, like the drill sound. I think that's what he's doing. But the bars individually that people are claiming that he's stealing and switching, I just find it, I mean, I don't know at this point, like, I don't know at this point, probably people that does music probably will know if that does happen in the music scene. You know, people switching bars and stuff, and if you hear a bar there, you can switch it and probably put it there, or people actually stealing from other people's music and replacing bars and like having the same bar or switching it, making it sound different but not really. So that might be a high possibility. But as for what I can see and hear, I can definitely say that he is sounding more like Von, and the delivery that he's doing and everything, I feel like it's coming across exactly like Von, like all the songs that Von did in the past and all of it. And it's just sounding like twinning them, to be honest with you. He's sounding like Von's twin. And what amazes me as well, when you listen back to the old DJ, I was going through the comments and everyone was like, who is who? Because it sounds like one person that did that track, not two people. They sound so familiar that you couldn't tell them apart on that track. And based on what Von said one time, where he said that Lil Durk used to help him write bars and stuff and show him how to like metaphor and put stuff together, I also said that the sound is Lil Durk's sound, because he showed Von, he brought Von in and he basically gave him a sound and gave him this image, right? So I would still say that the sound belongs to Lil Durk, but the flow and the way Von delivers the music, that's what Lil Durk is stealing right now in my eyes. That's what I can see. And listening to the song that he recently put out with this Ice Water guy, it makes me feel like if Von was featured instead of him, like he's literally sounding exactly like Von.